Our reporter Aviwe Mtila is trying to also get to the bottom of how and why 21 teenagers died at the Enyobeni tavern in the early hours of Sunday morning. When we last spoke to Aviwe just about an hour ago, he told us, confirming 21 children had died. 4 children in hospital in a critical condition, but he also told us that a number of children are still missing and their parents are looking for them. Now, of course, we don't know if this is linked to the tavern tragedy, but certainly there's a great deal of uncertainty and concern this evening. The tavern owner, of course, they say they were away at the time of the incident, and some of the bodies in the mortuary are also unidentified. So, unfortunately, we have lost our line to Aviwe Mtila. We are going to try and get him back. We know that the tavern has shut down. The liquor board in that area has shut it down. And there are some real concerns, of course. But we'll get back to that live story. We can tell you that the 21 deaths are not, this is what we're being told, the result of a stampede. And that is the word from the Eastern Cape Community Safety MEC, Aviwe Mtila. She says post-mortem results will reveal exactly what led to their deaths, but it'll take a little bit of time for those results to come through. Take a listen.
Investigations are underway. Tests have been done. They will go and submit to the lab. It's only then we can pronounce on what really happened. But we are taking out the issue of stampede because others were just lying with nobody, especially in the ground floor. There were many in the ground floor, but there were very few in the area which is called the VIP. So one, we would say there was no stampede. What makes us to say there was no stampede is that there were 3 young people who came from the community when we were there yesterday, who fainted on the way to when they were brought to us. One of those died on her way to the hospital. It means, therefore, what they experienced there or what they ate or inhaled there was within their bodies. Hence, we are saying we are taking out the issue of a stampede. We will wait for the results to come and we'll be able to pronounce on the result on what really had happened there.
All right, we've managed to get that line back to Aviwe, who is in East London. Aviwe, good evening once more. When we spoke to you last, there was a group of teenagers who were marching to the tavern wanting answers. Could you tell us what's happened since then?
So, Sally, the march ended up going to the police station where they spent some 20 or so minutes. They're now about 100 meters away from that police station. They've had a caucus here, and it seems like they've come to some sort of agreement on a way forward. It's something that actually I want to catch up with Maxwell, one of the youth leaders here. Maxwell, thank you for joining us at eNCA. But maybe tell us what this particular march was about from the youth.
Oh, thank you very much for accepting me. My name is Maxwell, as we said. Here we are a community youth, as you have heard the tragedy that happened. We are here to march. We say it's enough that is happening here. We are here to tell and to organize, to mobilize everyone that is part of this strategy that happened. To say, starting from tomorrow upwards, we are going to address these young people that what we are going to do starting from tomorrow morning upwards, because we can't just sit down as if there's nothing that happened. As we have complaints also about what happened to the owner of this Enyobeni. We've been engaging with him several times, telling him that it's not right what he's doing, selling alcohol to underage children starting to 12 years of age. Since last year, it's been happening for quite some time. Now we say we reported this. Also, neighbors accompanied us as Youth Forum to come and report this to the police station. But this owner didn't take us seriously. Hence, now we are here. We say this is enough. We can't take it no more. We want to ensure that this must not happen again here in Star Park.
And Maxwell, you mentioned something about tomorrow and what you've decided as the leadership of the youth here will happen going forward. Maybe give us more details on the plans that you've had and agreed on.
Oh, yes, as you know, we are going to march, a peaceful march, because this is a sensitive matter. We can't be violent and we need to be calm, so that maybe we'll have some candles to light on Wednesday, just to go and pray to the area that happened, to that area, so that we can come and address and have some words of God and try to have some leaders, spiritual leaders, where they will guide and lead us. And then we'll organize again, we'll talk. But as we speak now, the planning of the meeting is happening to the caucus as we speak now. So, yes, on this side, they are somewhere around here where we are planning. They are coming now. Where we are planning what is going to happen starting from tomorrow. But we want to send a strong message to this owner, that whoever that is dealing with this, giving children alcohol, because it's not that parents are unfit to parent their children, but children are getting out of hand, and children, the guy that must know that what is the law of this, because
what about the teenagers that we see here and their responsibility in even accessing this alcohol and going there? Isn't the responsibility on them as well? What are you saying to the teens that go knowing that they're not supposed to go to these places, yet they go in the crowds that we heard of going to Enyobeni?
We're having a community organization, community stakeholders that are engaging children on substance abuse and drugs. Now, what we are sending a message that, okay, today is like this, we don't have control for now for them, but we are going to ensure tomorrow that people that by age restriction that are supposed to go with us will be there with us. Those kids who are young, less 12 years old, they must stay at home. But what we want to say to even to them, it's not right to think that you can drink alcohol as you wish while you are at that age. So we want to educate them so that they can develop themselves and think better for their future. But what we are trying to send all tavern owners or whoever that is selling drugs or to kids, this is over. We're here to stand up as the community youth and teenagers, as you see, saying it's enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. One of, we understand, the youth leaders here in Scenery Park, as of course they've just wrapped up their march for the evening. In fact, they marched to the police station, Sally, and their grievances are around the 21 teenagers that have lost their lives. Sorry guys, can you just a second? That have lost their lives, of course, killed in Scenery Park, Sally. Over to you in studio.
All right, thank you very much. Aviwe Mtila, a group of young people, as he said, went to the police station, but they are putting the blame firmly at Enyobeni and the people who own that tavern, saying it was their responsibility to control the crowds. We still don't know exactly what led to the deaths of 21 people, 4 other children in hospital, and as Aviwe told us an hour ago, there are other children that are missing. A really worrying situation there in East London. Let's now look at